I'm going to start this video off with a news article I heard on the TV this afternoon. That's a chick that was on a Carnival cruise. Apparently, she had sit down at a table and consumed about 15 shots of tequila, got herself pretty well wasted, and fell down some stairs and got injured. And she had sued, I guess, sued and won a lawsuit from a negligence lawsuit from Carnival Cruises. I got to think to myself, what about personal responsibility? Now I remember this is about 6 months ago. I had several cans of beer, a couple of shots of whiskey, and I wasn't completely blasted, but I tripped and fell over some stuff, and I hurt. I don't think I broke some ribs, but they were sore for months. Now, can I sue somebody for negligence? No, because that's my own damn fault. That's nobody else's fault. This chick, what about personal responsibility? Isn't this chick responsible for herself? I assume she's an adult. They wouldn't be serving her. Shouldn't she be responsible for herself? I don't get people today. Now, next thing I'm going to cover is the latest video from David Freiberger. Now, he's got a website, or it's David Freiberger is his YouTube channel. He's covering some vehicles that he's got for sale. Now, what these are works in progress. According to David Freiberger, they're projects that he started and will never have the time to finish. So he's selling them off, and what he's got invested in them to other people that should be able to finish these projects. None of these are complete cars. Well, they're complete, but they've got issues. They've got work that still needs to be done on them. Again, according to David Freiberger, he doesn't have the time to finish this because he's got lots and lots of other projects. But the one thing I was thinking of, he's got a Jeep. It's like a CJ style Jeep. I know Alexa XJ. I know she said she's some of her videos she collects the XJ style Jeeps. Maybe she'd want to add a CJ style Jeep to her collection. Now, if you want to watch his coverage of he shows what shape it's in, what it needs. He's got quite a bit of work, quite a bit of material tied up in his Jeep. He wanted quite a bit for it. He said, because he had a lot of extra equipment tied up in this thing. So unless you're prepared to finish something, don't invest in one of these. He said that these are vehicles that could be made roadworthy, but would need some work, would need some money to put in them to finish them off. Just think if Alexa or somebody else is interested in one of these things, you're going to watch David Freiberger. The Freiberger, it's not spelled F-R-I, which would be the German spelling of Frei, which it's F-R-E, burger, something like that. But to me, now Frei is like free, and burger is like person. So my interpretation of Freiberger would be free person. That's the way that I would interpret that, but I may be wrong. Mein Hochdeutsch ist nicht gut. Ich verstehe Kleindeutsch. Let me get to the last thing on my list here for Vice Grip Garage, Derek's latest video. I only watched 2 or 3 minutes of this. Just watch it on my phone. I haven't downloaded the video yet. I'll download the video tomorrow and then watch it on my big screen TV. But anyway, he's got like this early 70s Ford it's an F100 with a Chevy motor in there. I got to thinking, what's wrong with the person that did that? Now, I'm asking my viewers, is that a good idea or is that sacrilege? I guess it's just a matter of personal opinion. To me, I don't know. I'm kind of on the fence on that. Same thing with lowriders. I'll get to lowriders here in a minute. Well, let me get to lowriders now. If you don't know what lowrider is, I'm sure they're here on YouTube. If you search lowrider, they'll come up if you don't know what a lowrider is. Now, if you imagine a regular car, probably like a mid-70s, like Novas and Chevelles and like that. It's where somebody puts real small tires on there, puts hydraulics on there, so they hop up and down. To me, it's kind of silly, but it's a lifestyle. I mean, you're either into lowriders or you're not. Now, I'm asking my viewers. I've asked my viewers a number of times. In fact, it was a guy had a yard full of low. It's here in Avondale. Guy had a yard full of lowriders. That some of them were working, some of them were, again, works in progress. Is having a lowrider, is building a lowrider, is that cool? Is that sacrilege? Is that a crime against history? It's taking an old car. Let's see. I'm asking. Let me ask one more question. Is taking an old car and not going back stock and completely updating the drivetrain, is that cool? Is that a good idea? Or is that a crime against history? It's a matter of personal opinion. Afraid I'm tossing it out there. Now, let's say you take a 1930s car, you put a big old V8 in there, 351 Cleveland, 400. I don't know. You could toss out any big V8 you want. Toss in a like a 1930s, 1940s car. Of course, some of those did come up. Some of the earlier 40s cars did. That's when they started coming out with the V8s. But anyway, if you take an old car, do you go back all stock? You take a stock rig and modify it slightly. So you take a stock, the stock engine, bore it out. Find if you can find oversized pistons for it. If you can find a different cam. Let's say you go back with an RV cam. Want to get a little bit better gas mileage, want to get a little bit better torque. If one is ground for that engine, because that's a problem on some of the older stuff. Replacement parts are just not available. So sometimes you got no choice. If you can't get parts for the original engine, you got no choice but to modify, update the drivetrain on it, go with a different drivetrain. Again, I'm asking my viewers, is creating that early 70s Ford and putting a Civic engine in there, is that cool? Is that a good idea? Is that a crime against history? It's a matter of opinion in my book, and I'm kind of on the fence about it. Now, for me, it's kind of like if I'd find me as a Caucasian, red-blooded American Caucasian guy, if I find a chick that's not Caucasian, maybe she's Asian, maybe she's African American. Now for me personally, I don't care. We're all human. We're all got the same. We're all built the same, just a little bit different. Different facial features, different amount of pigment in the skin. But and underneath all that, we're basically the same. So I'm not a bigot. I'm not racist. I don't care. So I am a gearhead. So I'm asking you, is putting a different brand of motor or transmission in a different brand of vehicle, is that cool? Good idea? Or is that a crime against history? Is that a crime against makes, models? I guess that's how you stand on things. Okay. Das Leben ist nicht einfach. And c'est la vie. Ciao and auf Wiedersehen, au revoir, all that.